Welcome to Learn Accounting Pro Studio, where we simplify accounting and Excel for professionals and students alike. Today let's take a look at 3 ways you can transpose your data in Excel. Method 1 is static, 2 and 3 are dynamic. Let me know in the comments below which method you use. For me, method 3 has been my most used one so far. Here's a simple data set. We have months and the sales values per month. Method number 1 is the static method. So what I'm going to do is to highlight the area that I want to transpose, select all the cells below the headers. Now press Ctrl+C. Now go to the area you want to show your resulting data. Right mouse click, paste special. Now put a check mark for transpose. Now click on OK. That's our data arranged. But a downside to this is it's not dynamic. This is static. So if something changes in your vertical table, like for example one like in January, it's not going to pull through in your horizontal table. You can also do this without right clicking on your mouse by selecting your data set, Ctrl+C, go to the area where you want to show your resulting data, and on the keyboard press Alt ES and put a check mark on transpose. Now click on OK, and there you have it. Method number 2 is to use the transpose formula. This transpose formula only needs one argument. Is equal to transpose, open parenthesis. Just highlight all the cells that you want to transpose. Now close the parenthesis, hit enter. It doesn't work. It gives this value error. So what I'm going to do is click inside the formula bar. Now hit F9 key to see what's behind it. We can see our months, January, February and so on here, and we can see our values here, but it can't put all of these results in one cell. And because transpose is an array formula, what we need to do is to highlight the area so that the cells we want the results in before we write the formula. Now for this formula, we will first highlight the area, but the tricky part with this formula is that we are not sure, as we are not able to know unless we count the number of rows in our vertical table where to set our highlighting. So I will just highlight this, go to the formula bar, type in the same formula is equal to transpose, open parenthesis, select the data set, close the parenthesis. Now here's the important part. Don't press enter. Press Ctrl, Shift and Enter. Now we see our results in separate cells, which is great, but it gets cut up to here till September because I didn't select enough cells before. So what I'm gonna do is to pull this further, it's until here, and pull this further till here, but notice the results is all messed up. That's because I need to go back to the formula bar and click Ctrl, Shift and Enter again. Now we can see it's corrected. Now because it's a formula, everything I changed here in our vertical table, it's gonna pull through our horizontal table as well, like this. So that's the advantage of using this function. Now let's move on to method number 3, direct references. The aim is to have simple cell references, like I want January here equals to January. Now I want February right next to January. I will pull it through here, but the problem is that I can't pull it forward. It's not moving down, it's moving forward. And I could go through each one and type the formula equals to A4, A5, but that's gonna be super annoying, right? So instead what I'm gonna do is to type the formula in the cell as text. So instead of typing in the equal sign, I'm gonna put A3 here, and then to the next cell I'm gonna put A4, and so on. But I'm not gonna do this manually. I'm gonna use Excel's fill options to help me do that. One other thing I'm gonna do is to add a prefix to this cell over here. I'm gonna use my channels initials learn accounting, so LA A3 over here and LA B3 over here. So now I'm gonna highlight these and pull these right through over here. Now notice what's happening here. It says LA A14 and LA B14. The number after the initials are moving in the right direction. Press Ctrl H. I'm going to look for LA and I'm going to replace it with an equal sign. Hit replace all button. I get my formulas in there, and they're simple formulas, but it's much faster than going into each cell and typing in the reference to the correct cell, especially if you have a lot of columns and a lot of data. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Learn Accounting Pro Studio for more practical accounting and Excel tutorials. Thanks for watching, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.